Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my, fall plant tour. This should have happened in the summer, but it didn't. So this is my Jade Pothos. It's a reverted golden Pothos. I've had it about 10 years. It has very little variegation on it now, so I'm okay with it being green. I have no problems with that whatsoever. I love it no matter what. This is my Ursine herbicide. It is actually an outdoor plant that I've been growing indoors and it has been a struggle. As you can see, it's very, very leggy. This is my Philodendron Red Emerald, and it is one of my favorites, even though you don't see it much. We've had a bit of a struggle since I got it. I got it as an unrooted cutting, but it has finally become a stable plant and is starting to give me new growth. This is also one of my favorites. I feel like I'll be saying this a lot, but it is my Philodendron Squamiferum. I did propagate it, so this was the first leaf that I got after I propagated it, and there's another one coming in. So I'm hoping that the leaves will size up and mature. I wouldn't say quickly, but this is my Monstera Adansonii wide form. I can't say enough about this plant. I'll just leave that here. This is my Thaumatophyllum sprucianum, formerly known as the Philodendron goldii, and also the Philodendron nobel. I have been having what looks like root. I think there's root rot going on here. I'm gonna have to take it out of the pot and check that. I'll probably put that in another video, who knows. If you want to see that, let me know. This is my newest Rhaphidophora foraminifera. It's just the cutest little thing. I can't wait for it to grow bigger. Next to that is my Rhaphidophora decursiva. It hasn't done a whole lot, but it has seemed to settle. It's like it's settled and it's spreading out a little bit. I haven't really seen much new growth, but I'm hoping that that is something that will come along. Maybe not over the winter, but you know, with grow lights and stuff, you never know. It possibly could. This is my Epipremium, pinnata. Damn it. Epipremium pinnatum. Why is that so hard to say? But I love this plant so much. This is my struggling Philodendron silver sword. I now have about 4 Philodendron silver swords. You won't see any of my propagations in this video, or actually my Hoyas, because I did do a previous Hoya video, which I will link for you if that's something you want to watch. I will probably do a separate video when it comes to the propagations for you instead. This is my Tradescantia baby bunny bellies. Oh, that is so hard to say. Say that 10 times fast, or even 3, I dare you. The baby belly bunnies, it is so soft. I keep cutting this one though and refilling, like putting everything up at the top to make it fuller. Here is my Pothos, Pearls, and Jade. Why did I forget that? Why did I forget that? Just the variegation is unbelievable. This, I can't remember what it is. It's not a Tradescantia. It's something else. So we'll move on to my Marble Queen. Which this one, the variegation is incredible as well. How can you have a collection and not have this plant in it? It's such a beauty. Next to that is a golden pothos propagation. I said I wasn't going to show propagations, but this is less of a propagation because it has turned itself into a plant now. And next to that is my neon pothos, which is the slowest growing plant ever. This is one of my Rex begonias. I can't remember what variety it is. Turned off the grow light so that you could see it better. But it's just, it has stood the test of time, this plant. I haven't had very many issues with it at all. One that hasn't stood the test of time, though, is my sad Oxalis triangularis. Yeah, we have issues. This is a lipstick plant that I saved from a dollar store. It was completely waterlogged. There was only one strand on it when I finally got it all dried out and into something new. So I'm in the process of trying to make this fuller as well. And so far, so good. The plants in the back we won't talk about because, again, like I said, they are propagations. This is my Philodendron pedatum. It was big, now it's small. Next to that is my Monstera pinnata partita, which has come back to me. I thought it was dead, and it decided that it was going to love me once again and start giving me leaves. It lost all of them. And look at all those little growth points. I'm so excited for this plant. This was a gift from a friend. It is my Wandering Dude, another Tradescantia. I love this one. They kind of get out of control a little bit, but I'm going to try and tame the beast. I do have to take it out of this pot though, because there's no drainage in it. Over here is my Jade Scindapsus. It was a cutting I got in a trade, and I love it. Scindapsus trubii dark form. At one point this was a unicorn for me, but a plant friend graced me with this plant, and it is doing really well. This is another lipstick plant. I can't remember the variety that this one is. I'm not really a big fan of lipstick plants, but I do have two that I am trying to not kill. This is my Scindapsus trubii Moonlight, which came from the same plant friend that gave me the dark form. It's, you know, both of them are such slow growers, but I can wait for the Scindapsuses for like ever. This is my Mandarin spider plant, and I'm over it. It's pretty much just sitting there trying not to die. If it dies, I'm okay with it, but I will try not to let it die. My Monstera Peru gave me this new leaf that I am so happy about. 3 Rex begonias, but the only one here that I know is the one you can't see, which is the Dark Mambo. Hopefully it comes back. This is my prayer plant. I have had this one for many years, and for the first time it went dormant this year. So this is the first leaf with it coming back in the fall, because it's weird. Oh, yeah, the Birkin. I could live without it, but I'll keep it. But I can still live without it. Looks rough. Oh, my Imperial Green. This one has surprised me so much and has gotten so large. My Imperial Reds can't even compare to this luscious green plant. Rojo Congo number 3, new leaf. I'm super excited about it. This was one of my Monstera propagations. It's hanging in there. It's a full plant now, and I love it. This is my Black Cardinal, one of 2 that I have. It's giving me a new leaf. We've had our ups and downs, but she loves me, I think. I hope. Ooh, my Philodendron Majesty. We're having issues. There's going to be a video coming up about this and a couple others that I have. so stay tuned for that. And new growth. Oh, the alocasias. I have these somewhere too in a video. My Yucatan Princess, those are the pups that it has had. They're growing, and that is the top. It's huge. This is my Zabrina, my Alocasia Zabrina. Again, it's huge, taking up a lot of real estate. And then here is my Polly, which does nothing, but it is starting to give me a new little offshoot. My Alocasia Stingray, meh. Oh, my Cupria, I'm so excited about this one. And my Frydek, or the whatever it is now. This is a Philodendron, which I also believe is an outside plant, but it's inside. Oh, we don't even need to look at this, but it's here. It's what's left of my Mycans. This is what's left of my Philodendron Florida Bronze, but it's alive, and I have propagations. I'm not losing this one. Behind that, you'll just see some Syngonium albo cuttings that I'm trying to root in perlite. Oh, my Philodendron Rush. I don't know very many people that have these. Oh, I don't even think we need to talk about this one. This was my Burrow-Marks Variegated, but it's reverted, and now it's dying. We're taking the good and the bad here, people. The good and the bad. Oh, another bad. My Aglaonema Red Siam. I think it's beautiful, but it is slowly dying. This used to be a much fuller plant, had 3 stalks in there, now there's only 1. Ooh, this is my Philodendron Green Princess. It's like a mini green Congo, I think. I haven't seen too much of them. I can't even remember where I got it from at this point in time, but when I remember, I'll let you know. Oh, yeah, I was training myself with Anthuriums. Can you see how well this is going? Yeah. Ooh, my Philodendron Melanonii, which has finally decided that it's going to grow. I've probably had this plant a year and a half, and this is where we are at now. Oh, my Aglaonema Silver Bay. I love this plant so much. It's just so easy. So easy. And vocal. Oh, my Dracaena marginata. This plant I've had almost 2 years, and it hasn't grown up, but the stalk has gotten much thicker, so I'm hoping I get new leaves sometime. My Ficus elastica, still surprised this is alive. I've only lost 1 leaf. Had it almost 2 years. Put it in this window, never moved it. It's, I just don't touch it, don't breathe on it, don't anything. Just leave them alone. Oh, this is one of my Imperial Reds. I don't know what happened. It just went on like a mass decline. It is giving me a new leaf now, but oh, this is Black Cardinal number 2, which is also giving me a new leaf. I can't say enough about the Black Cardinals, the Imperial Reds, and the Rojo Congos. They are just, they are my thing. I'm here for all of them. New leaf. It's weird in there. Didn't expect it to be so crinkled. This is my second Imperial Red, which is doing amazingly well, except for that 1 leaf. But it's been great, no problems whatsoever. Oh, Larry, my Rojo Congo. He's the shining star of my Rojos, that is for sure. Sits in an east-facing window. He's never been happier, giving me another new leaf. Oh, I love him so much. This is a Dracaena Janet Craig, I believe. I don't even know how you made it in this tour because you're not mine. I'm taking care of you for somebody. Ooh, Sansevieria cylindrica. Not a fan. Waiting for it to die. Oh, this is Cheech and Chong. My other Sansevieras, which variety this is, I can't remember as well, but I love them. This is a Tradescantia. Don't mind the Hoya Curtisii over there on the left. But this Tradescantia, which again, I really do need to brush up on the varieties that they are. I've had this for many, many years. We've had our ups and downs, and I think it's going to decline. Oh, my baby here, which you can see, which is also kind of on, I don't know why the leaves are yellowing. It's my Syngonium Wenlandii. Oh, I've had this one so long, and will never leave me. This is another snake plant, Sansevieria, Dracaena, whatever you want to call them. I'm kind of over all of the Sansevierias, except for Cheech and Chong over there because they look really good. But this is my Sansevieria Moonlight. Propagation, we're not going to talk about you. This is another one of my Sansevierias. Nothing to say. Oh, this is my Dracaena Gold Dust. We had an accident, and I'm trying to rehab it at this point. I just hope it lives. Oh, look at that. A Hoya did make it. Oh, see, I realized. Hoya, Propagation, we don't need to talk about those. And my Table Palm. Something else that doesn't really matter to me. I think I put those ones over here for a reason. Oh, Ficus benjamina. Put it in this spot. Never moved it again. It's loving it here. Almost 2 years. This one, I moved to water it, left it too long, and it dropped all its leaves almost. So, ficuses. Never move them once they find their happy place. So I've moved this one to a brighter spot now, and we'll see what happens. Oh, this is Diosa, my Monstera deliciosa, my big girl. Had her almost 2 years, cut her back a few times. I'm just kind of waiting for her to grow her big leaves now. Some of them are getting very big, but a deliciosa will always be a staple in my house. Now this is 2 peace lilies in one pot. This is your basic peace lily. And then if you go up, I think it is a Sensation, I think these ones are called, these big ones. I got it in a floral arrangement, actually, from my mother-in-law's funeral. Oh, this, my green apple Congo. Favorite plant. Love it so much. If you follow me on Instagram, you see this plant all the time. Just went from a tiny little teaspoon-shaped leaf to just this. Oh, she's beautiful. I could look at her all day. Over here, my ZZ plant that I saved from my daughter, which, I don't know, it's just there. Jade plant propagations, some are doing well, some are not. There's my variegated jade. I'm surprised that this has lived as well. I usually kill jades, and I've had these almost 2 years as well, but see how tiny they are? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This is my green jade. Again, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, they're growing, but they're growing very, very slowly. Pass by that Hoya. This is my Echeveria, which, yeah, we'll just go past that. And go straight to my Philodendron Florida Ghost, which is going to give me a new leaf. Kind of sitting in this southwest window. It decided that once I moved it there, it was going to take off. This is the 3rd new leaf it's giving me. This is my reverted Syngonium albo, so it's just green. I cut all the green leaves off it, and I potted them up in their own pot. Because I don't mind it just being green. Oh, my Monstera Thai constellation. Oh, the trials and tribulations we've had. Finally have 4 leaves. I only had, it was a 3-leaf plant for a really long time. I'm going to lose this oldest leaf here, but it is going to be getting a new leaf, so I'm hoping for fenestrations. This is my Philodendron Thai Sunrise, which has not had any sunrise pretty much since I got it. So is a reverted Thai Sunrise, is that a golden goddess? Can anybody tell me? They say the variegation could actually come back. Oh, something you never see is my jasmine. My daughter gave this to me, not this past Mother's Day, but the Mother's Day of 2020. It lived outside because it was a spider mite magnet, but it's in the house now. This is my Begonia Sophie Cecile. Love this plant. Found out it's in a plug though, so I'm gonna have to take it out of there, and it's gonna be a pain, but I'd rather have it survive. This is a type of aloe that was given to me as a gift. I'm not exactly sure what type it is, but it doesn't grow. This is not an aloe. Oh my god, I can't remember what it is. You know what? I'll put all the names on the screen of the ones that I can't remember what they are, so that you will know what they are. You probably noticed that already. But it's so cute though. I saved that from my neighbor. This is the Begonia Fanny Moser. We've had a little bit of a struggle, but she is doing well now. And I just need her to get a little fuller. And this is my Begonia Medora, which exploded into growth, and I'm happy for it. Oh, that's a propagation. We can just get past that Ficus benjamina propagation. This is my Syngonium Marie. I've been trying to grow back from cuttings. It has not been an easy process. She's been really, really stubborn about it. But her colors are just amazing. I love them. And this is my pink Syngonium. They have so many different varieties of pink ones that I couldn't tell you what it is. This is my Peperomia No ID. Guess what? Still alive. The one Peperomia I haven't managed to kill yet. Like, fingers crossed. Yay me. My Monstera standeliana. If you have been here at all for the past 6 months or so, 7 months, then you would know all about this plant and what she means to me. This is my Syngonium, which I thought was a white butterfly, but the leaves are really small, and I don't actually think it's a white butterfly anymore. I don't know how to make the leaves bigger, but I'm just kind of letting it do its own thing. It's happy, it's healthy, except for a bit of crusty edges. I don't know why that is. Oh, my Philodendron campii. My dog attacked it. It was full and beautiful, and now I have to start over, sort of. My Syngonium chiapens. I don't talk about this one nearly enough either, but it is one of my sleeping favorites. I've just kind of left her be. This is what's left of my Syngonium albo. I do have to do something about that. I cut all the heavily variegated pieces off of it to root and kind of left that. This is my Philodendrons Decorens Red. I don't know of anybody else that has this plant or has talked about this plant, but I did get it from an Etsy seller, and it's been super easy, no problems at all. This I've had problems with though. This is my Philodendron bipenifolium, the horse head with no horses. Oh, my Ploumanii. I am so in love with this plant. Like, it's almost up there with my Rojos. I look at it all the time. It makes me smile when I see like this new leaf here coming out. The first leaf that came out in my care was a little bit damaged, but we're better now. My melanochrysum has been super easy. I was prepared for it to have issues being stuck or, you know, just kind of being a diva from things that I had heard. But it's been really, really easy for me. Like, it's another one that just kind of sits there. But we do have really high humidity where I am. I do live in British Columbia, and it's practically a rainforest climate most of the time, especially in the fall and the spring. This is my Philodendron mame. We had a little bit of a hiccup, but now she is giving me this brand new leaf, and I can't wait for it to unfurl. I'm super excited about it. Like, this is just the prime real estate windowsill that these guys are on, because they're all facing a west-facing window that gets afternoon sun. My El Chaco Red. I'm pretty sure that this leaf is stuck. I did forget to water it. Please don't forget to water your El Chaco Red because it doesn't like it. So I do have yellowing here on this leaf, and I have yellowing on another leaf. And I'm sad about it. I should have been paying more attention, but this one actually sat wet and the soil got moldy and I had to do a whole revamp of it. My Philodendron gloriosum. I understand why the gloriosums get the love, and again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that this is what I call Big G, and I've got a Baby G. Baby G has a story. Big G is still relatively new, but this is the newest leaf that she's given me. It has sized up really well, and it's perfect. Just a perfect leaf. I can't wait for this one to get bigger. Can't wait for them all to get bigger. This is why I buy them when they're small. Okay, here's my varicosum. You want to talk about diva plants? The varicosum is a diva plant. You need to like watch your watering with this one for sure. It's almost like my alocasias. It's a water lover, not too much water, but you do have to make sure that it never dries out. So it being in a terracotta pot right now is the worst thing for it, but I am getting a new leaf and I don't want to move it quite yet. My little alocasia, but we already saw the other one. We'll scoot past that to my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. So this plant is attached to a piece of cedar trim that we had around the house. It has attached itself to the trim surprisingly quickly, but this is the first one that's really stuck on. Now, if you continue to look up, you'll see that it has attached two roots, one to the cedar trim and one is trying to attach itself to the wall. I'm not sure if I should leave it or readjust it, but I think that if I readjust it, I might loosen the roots that have attached, and I don't want to do that. The trim is on the outside of the plant so that when I go to up pot it, then I can put the stake in the soil. This is my neon heartleaf philodendron in one of my macrame hangers that I got from Tammy with the Good Plants. This is my variegated prayer plant that I thought was dead, but wasn't. Though I love her so much. I'm so glad it didn't die. This is my Scindapsus pictus argyrius. So far so good. Usually I find that they end up being really leggy, but this one has been really good so far. I have kind of kept it trim too, so maybe that has something to do with it. Well, it probably does. But it's been a really good grower for me too. I have no complaints with this plant. This is another golden / jade pothos. I put the two together and we'll see what happens. It's growing like a beast though in this window. And this is my Monstera siltepecana. It was trailing, and then just recently I kind of wrapped everything up in the top there and pinned it down. And I'm surprised that it's actually taking it very well. Usually when I do that, it takes forever. This is another one of my Rojo Congos. It has been dormant for a really, really long time because it did lose its growth point about a year ago and has not formed another one yet. I don't know if it's because the space it's in, it's too dark. It is starting to form one, but I'm just letting it take its time. My Aglaonema, which one is this? Red Emerald. This one's been really, really well. It's done really well for me, surprisingly enough. You can see that it's leaning towards the light, but it's had no issues. So only 2 of my Aglaonemas haven't given me any problems. Here's my red Maranta. Yep, issues. You know, for the life of me, I cannot propagate Marantas. All my propagations die. Here's my lemon lime. These 2, I have high hopes for, but I don't know. They're about 10 feet away from the west-facing window, so hopefully they'll be okay. And right there was something in there that died. My Cebu Blue, also about 10 feet away from a west-facing window, and because of that, just hasn't grown. So I know that that is a me thing, and it is a light thing. It's not the plant being a slow grower, because it is an Epipremium, and they are not known for being slow. So if anybody else has a slow one, let me know. This is my Begonia maculata. I don't know what's happening. It grew that tiny little leaf there, and I'm just kind of letting it do its thing. All the other leaves died off. But I don't have the heart to put it in the compost. So I'm just gonna see what happens. My Dischidia ovata, watermelon Dischidia. Love this plant. Very, very slow, but it's along the same lines as a Hoya, right? So I'm patient. I just let her do her thing. Ooh. Yeah, I skipped by those real quick, didn't I? This is my other Begonia maculata, which is in my bathroom, and it really, really likes it in there. I guess the humidity and the light that it has in there, it is really enjoying. The pot behind it has a Syngonium Marie in it that I'm trying to rehab. This is my Domino Peace Lily. It also loves my bathroom. I put it in there and it has done so much better now that I can watch it all the time, because as you know, peace lilies are water lovers and they let you know when they're thirsty. And she was thirsty way too much in the spot that I had her before. Also in my bathroom on the windowsill is my Philodendron Dark Lord. My baby, that is why it is in this spot, is so that it does have the humidity and the light and the warmth, because the bathroom is the warmest room in the house, just to hopefully live its best life. And over here is my Philodendron Royal Queen. So somebody had told me a few months ago that the Royal Queen, the Majesty, and the Bloody Mary were all the same plant. So we are investigating this, and I will have a video out for you about what I find about that as well. Oh, I almost forgot my green heartleaf philodendron with its nice yellow leaf up there. This one, I forget about it all the time. And it'll dry out, and I can water it, and it just bounces back, which is not something you should always do. But nonetheless, that's it for me, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!